All right, we're going to go through some questions that are going to help you get ready for our NSCAS test. This way, you can do this now in a relaxed environment, and it will help you feel more relaxed when you're taking the test. This one is called New School, New Friend. Read along with me as I read, and then we'll go through the questions together. Marisol had a problem. In exactly 3 days, 2 hours, and 15 minutes, she was going to be a new student at Jefferson Elementary School. Marisol's mother had just gotten a better job, which was great, except for the fact that she had to move halfway across the state of Nebraska, leaving all of Marisol's friends behind. Marisol didn't know anyone in her new neighborhood, and she definitely didn't know any kids that would be in her class. "You will make friends quickly. Do not worry," Marisol's mother told her every day. But Marisol did worry. One afternoon, Marisol walked the 4 blocks from her house to the library, hoping that she would find a good book to distract her from her worries. Once Marisol entered the library, she was immediately comforted by the cool air and the familiar smell of books. She followed the signs hanging from the ceiling until they guided her to the shelves of animal books. Marisol slid books about dogs off the shelf, flipped through a few pages, and put them back again. She had already read so many dog books. "I'm in a new place. Maybe I should find something new to read about," Marisol whispered to herself quietly. "I'm sorry, what did you say?" a new voice asked. Marisol looked up, startled to see a girl with copper-colored hair staring at her through blue-framed glasses. "Oh, I was just saying I need to find something new to read about," Marisol explained shyly. "I recommend these books about jungle animals," the girl replied, pointing at a row of books high up on the shelf. "I'm Becca, by the way. I don't believe we've met before." "I just moved to town," Marisol confessed. "I'm going to be in 4th grade at Jefferson Elementary." "So am I," exclaimed Becca. "Jefferson is a great school. I'll show you around on the first day if you would like." "I would love that. Thank you," Marisol beamed. For the rest of the afternoon, Becca and Marisol sat on the beanbag chairs in the library, getting to know each other and enjoying books about jungle animals. Soon, the first day of school arrived. Marisol peered out the window anxiously as her mom's car pulled up to the curb in front of the new school. Marisol was relieved to see Becca waiting outside the front entrance. Marisol smiled and pointed Becca out to her mom. "That's Becca. She looks like a nice girl. Have a good first day. I can't wait to hear about it." "Okay, bye, Mom," Marisol said as she gave her mom a quick hug and hopped out of the car. She glanced back to wave before running toward Becca, who greeted her with a smile. They went inside, and Becca began giving her a tour of the school. "Our classroom is the last one on the right," Becca said, pointing down a hallway with shiny white tile and brightly colored streamers hanging from the ceiling. "And there's some restrooms," Becca pointed again. They passed the main office, and a friendly secretary smiled and waved when Becca introduced Marisol to her. "Last but not least, here's the gym. This is where we sit and wait until the bell rings. Come on, I'll introduce you to some of our classmates." Marisol still noticed butterflies in her stomach, but she felt a million times better about attending the new school with Becca by her side than she would have if she had started the first day without knowing a single soul. It was amazing how meeting just one friendly person made a world of difference. She took a deep breath as she took her first step into the gym toward the kids, who would become her new friends. This year was going to be great. All right, so here are your questions. You read a sentence from the passage, then answer the question. Oh, I was just saying I need to find something new to read about, Marisol explained shyly. What does the suffix ly on the word shyly make the word mean? We studied this, so this should be not anything new to you. Does it mean was not shy, in a shy way, being shy again, or shy before she spoke? Just write it down on your paper for question 1. Then question 2, which word best describes Becca? And these questions have a part A and a part B. Make sure you are careful on these, because if you miss one, you don't get credit, because you have to get them both right. So whatever you answer A, B has to support that answer. Okay, which word best describes Becca? Bossy, friendly, worried, or intelligent? Whichever one you pick, then you have to pick which quote supports that. So the quotes are, I'm sorry, what did you say? A voice asked. I'm Becca, by the way. I don't believe we've met before. Jefferson is a great school. I'll show you around on the first day if you would like. Or I recommend these books about jungle animals, the girl replied, pointing to a row of books high up on the shelf. So you describe Becca, Marisol's new friend. Here's another 2-part question. Which sentence should not be included in the summary? And then based on the details in the summary, what is the theme of the story? What is the main message, the theme of the story? Then here, which illustration would be the best to include in this story? And then which event in the story is the resolution? The best solution to the problem. And then here you go on to your second story, where I'm going to let you read it to yourself and then answer your questions. I trust you to do your best. Figurative language. Here it says choose 2. Make sure you pay attention, because if you don't choose 2, you miss the whole thing. Here's an ice cream poem. We know about stanzas. Figurative language again. Here's another one that's choose 2. Which stanza from the poem supports your answer in part A? You'll have to go back and look in the poem. Make sure you go back and look in the poem and see which stanza, they have them numbered, would support your answer. Rue, stop. Rue is talking. Then here's one on how to make pizza. You will not do this all in one day, so don't worry. Homophone. Which word from the sentence does not have a homophone? Not. Okay. Then how is the passage organized? As a description with steps in a sequence? Is it a cause and effect? Or is it comparing and contrasting? Then put the steps in order. And another story, the map. Root word. Which one has the same root word? Author's purpose. You know that. Here, 2 types of figurative language. Choose 2. Main idea. And then what detail from the passage supports the main idea? What information would be missing if the map was not included? Okay, compare and contrast the United States and the South Sudan, and then which one has both? United States, South Sudan, and then both. Cause and effect relationship supported. Which one's supported by the text? Antonyms. Part A and Part B. Make sure they go together. Which detail from the passage supports Part A? Here, what type of text feature is included, and then how does the text feature help the reader understand? What is the genre of the passage? Meaning what type of story or genre? Is it a legend? Is it a biography? Is it science fiction, or is it an informational text? And then what evidence supports your answer? This will tell you which one you pick. How do you know one of these support whatever you choose there? Choose 2 statements that are facts. 2. All right, now here you're going to be thinking about the same moon and new school, new friend. So go back and read the same moon and new school, new friend. What is the genre of those 2 stories? Are they fantasy, autobiography, realistic fiction, or historical fiction? And then what evidence supports that answer? Okay. What do Diego and Marisol have in common? What is different between them? You're going to be thinking about those 2, the same moon and new school and new friend. And then here, you're going to be thinking about the incredible human brain in the world's newest country. Author's purpose, and then what evidence supports that. Then for this question, you're going to be thinking about what is the genre of the 2 passages and what evidence supports that. In our next video, we'll talk about the writing questions.